I'll be flying international class, and of course I'll now be among the whites. I'll be among the whites, and I'll take pictures with the whites. First time traveling out there, it's there's this curiosity.
You've gone in another class.
Yeah, it's another world. So like some people, I told back home that I'll be traveling, I'm going, and
never come back.
There was this feeling, even though some were not happy, but everyone will pretend. We arrived there at about 12 in the afternoon. Yeah, we left Ethiopia at night. We got there about 12 in the afternoon. And welcome to China.
Welcome to China.
Yeah, welcome to China.
Atro.
Yeah, so Guangzhou, off we landed, and I cleared, got my luggage. Only for me to get there, I called the number I was given, switched off.
Hey.
And
so
I didn't know anyone in China.
Wait. The person who had to pick you at the airport, the only one person you knew,
yes,
had switched off the phone.
Let us say yes, the phone was switched off. Be it deliberate or not, I wouldn't know. So
no one to consult.
It was difficult because it was my first time. They don't speak. When you hear Chinese speak English, you laugh.
They don't know.
Hey, you come, you go, you pay, you sit, you.
Come here and eat. No,
hey,
yes.
Hey, you do this. Hey, you take. I pay. You pay me. You. They don't eat. Mandarin is their major language there. So
it's called what?
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yes, Mandarin.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Mandarin, and of course the Chinese speak Chinese, the Japanese speak Japanese, and I think that's a little difference, kidogo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Mandarin is the general language of Southeast Asia.
As we have here, like Swahili
in most East African countries.
Yeah.
Very good. So Mandarin. As these things work against you.
It's too emotional.
Yeah, it works against you. Fine, they love you, but this feeling of, I don't wish he's leaving, blah blah. I always had that dream. I tried Canada, it didn't work. I tried a lot of things, different countries. Another thing is this: you need to be bold. If you're not bold and courageous, just remain in your country. You understand? I always
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Deborah Mwinde is my name. I love you so much, and I want to appreciate everyone who has managed to subscribe. You make me what I am today. And if at all you're watching this video but you've not managed to subscribe, kindly I request you to pause a little bit, go down there, subscribe, and again hit on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you are able to follow up. Today we've been honored. We are going to host, or we are hosting a person in our program. This program is called The Journey of Life. The Journey of Life. We want to look at our journey of life. I believe from the time a person is given birth until when he or she grows, he goes through a lot. We all go through a lot. We find a lot of challenges in life, a lot of obstacles. So you are going to be hosting different people, artists, to be sharing with us their stories of life. How have they managed to make it in this life? What challenges have they met? And how have they managed at least to go through those challenges? So today we are honored in our studios. We have a man, a gentleman, a big person who has traveled along almost all the world. So he's going to tell us his experience ever since he started traveling, ever since he was born, and what challenges he has gone through, and where has he reached right now? Has he also faced challenges? Is he also still facing such challenges? We are going to know that. And lastly, if you know you have any story you would like to share with us, we don't mind. If you're a Kenyan, a Ugandan, a Tanzanian, any country you're coming from, as long as you are in Kenya, feel free to call the number which is on your screen. You'll be talking with me and I will respond. We can host you at least to tell us your story. You're welcome.
Thank you. So glad to be here. I feel so blessed to be hosted in your studio today. Life has been good, even though there is a saying that life is not fair. Yeah, but at least once you're alive, that means there's hope. So I want to be positive by saying life has been good. Yeah, because only the living can talk about life. So it's a privilege to be here today. And my name is Olayinka Peter. I share two nationalities, Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria. I was actually born in Cote d'Ivoire, but I had to migrate to Nigeria with parents. That's over.
You said, where did you grow up from?
Actually born in Cote d'Ivoire, but while still a child, we migrated to Nigeria, and it's not been so easy then because both parents weren't actually together, so it was more.
Your mom was?
Yeah.
Your mom was a Nigerian or your dad?
No, Cote d'Ivoire. My dad is from Nigeria.
Your dad was from Nigeria?
Yes.
So, in short, you are a Nigerian.
Well, if you say that, but
because
diplomatically, yes, I am an Ivorian because je suis Ivorian. Yeah. So I going by documentation and internationally.
So you are not born in Nigeria?
Yeah, not really.
You are born the other side?
Yes.
All right. How long did you stay in? Is it Cote d'Ivoire?
Cote d'Ivoire. Yes. Okay. I think 3 years from age 3, according to history from parents. Yeah. So I had to migrate to Nigeria at age 3 with mom, and actually they weren't married when I was born, but I guess in the process of we are getting married, the migration had to take place, and I grew in Nigeria actually. Yeah, I grew in Nigeria.
So you stayed in Cote d'Ivoire for?
Just
3 years.
Yeah.
So you went to Nigeria.
Yes.
It's where you started schooling from.
Yes.
From 3 to?
From 3 to I can't even recall because I had my high school, primary school, nursery right there, and except my master degree that I had to come do in Benin Republic, I had to move out of Nigeria to other countries to do 1 or 2 programs. So let's say from nursery, primary education, high school, and first degree was there in Nigeria. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, the person I'm having right now is a person who has traveled a lot. Different countries. So I want to know, sometimes, people sit outside there and you're like praying a lot to God. If one day you ever help me and I move out of this country, I would have made it. Things will be wow. Things will be well. So I want to know today, if you are planning to move outside, like abroad, outside of your country, will things stabilize? Will things get better? Or there is a possibility of you again traveling outside there and you come back as you went, and things don't change. They happen. Sometimes you can receive like these ladies who are going like to working as maids, house girls.
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia, they move outside, they do a lot of stuff, they work a lot. But again, you find that some of them they come back, they have achieved something.
Yeah.
But some of them they come back when they have zero. So I think anyway, we are going to look into it.
Yeah.
So another question I would like to ask.
Yeah.
You were in Nigeria for how long? And again, tell us, how was the situation in Nigeria when you're growing up with your mom? By then you are with your mom?
Both parents then.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, yes.
Your parents were staying together?
Yeah, of course. Till now.
In Nigeria,
Definitely.
until now?
Yeah.
Alright, so how was the situation at home? How was the environment?
Well, growing up in Nigeria is a bit challenging. Just like any other African country, there are two major classes, the rich, the poor. There is nothing like average or middle class or middle income earner. So I would describe my...
Yeah, we also have middle class. There's some people who are struggling a lot with life.
Yeah.
Even putting something on the table
Yeah.
to eat, they cannot manage.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning when you don't know, how am I going to go through this day? How am I going to feed the kids?
Yeah.
Where am I going to get money? Those are the below whatever.
Thoughts. Yeah.
But now you reach the medium people. You wake up knowing I'm going to work this side, I'm going to get my food this side, I'm going to do this and this to earn a living.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those people who are super rich, they don't mind. Always money is available.
Sure.
Accounts there. We have a lot of money on their accounts. So there are three categories. What about in Nigeria? How was the life at home?
Yes, that's your, should I say, it's how you put it. For me, I always believe there are two classes. It's either you're rich or you're not rich. Yeah, it's either you're rich or you don't have it. I don't believe in sitting on the fence or there's something like middle. So
Hakuna middle.
No. It's not in my own dictionary. It's either hustle, get rich, or you're not rich yet. Don't even say, oh, I'm fine. You're still struggling. You're not rich. The opposite of being rich is not rich. Single. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're not rich. So, okay, that's aside anyways. Of course, life in Nigeria is a bit challenging because of the leadership challenge. Yeah, the leadership challenge, political instability, sometimes electricity challenge, which affect jobs, labor, and Nigeria is the most populous nation in Africa. It's often referred to as giant of Africa in quote, but it's funny. You see nearby countries like Benin Republic, Niger, Togo, Ghana. These countries have stable electricity.
Like Ghana?
Definitely.
How can you compare Nigeria Nigeria and Kenya? Does Kenya...
I wouldn't
Is
want us.
Kenya
I wouldn't
stable
want us
with
to. I wouldn't want us to go into Nigeria versus Kenya because there's been a
No, we are
challenge on
not
Twitter.
passing.
Yeah.
We are not.
Yeah.
But it's just a question.
Yeah.
Mainly
Yeah.
on one thing, that's electricity power. How do you relate them? Nigeria is better or Kenya is better?
No,
Is it stable?
No. If I just said even Ghana, Togo, these are smaller countries when you compare to Kenya. They have stable electricity, so that's to tell you. I mean, it's quite better in Kenya.
No.
But you see, I don't. For me, this hashtag Nigeria Kenya is so rampant on Twitter. So let's not bring it in here. You understand? Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Talking about Nigeria, of course, it's a great nation. It's a nation blessed with so many resources and, of course, very skilled people. Like we have most of the notable talent artists in the world ruling in the music world today are from this country. They have notable sportmen, women, and it's a country blessed with people who are geniuses, and Just that, like any other African country, it's a bit of leadership challenge. We have there leaders who are greedy. Yeah, who are greedy. So everyone is trying to fend for his own pocket, and you know, things, social stability, I mean, infrastructure and amenities are not what we expect it to be. I mean, a country that is so rich, 'cause I think it's one of the African country with the highest GDP, I think after South Africa. Yeah, currently. So it's a rich country, but majority of the people are living beyond $1 per day. That's to tell you how worse things are, and it's so pathetic. So you just have to hustle and hustle hard to survive there. And like I said, I mentioned electricity actually because it affects a lot of jobs, and when there's no electricity, a lot of things are not being done, and so it's one of the major challenges in that country. And in terms of corruption, for me, I'll tell you, a lot of countries are corrupt. So let's let's not go there.
Even mine.
Yeah, let's not go there. My experience, my first time experience at the airport in Kenya was nothing. I was just like, wow, this is just like Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to corruption, don't even exonerate a country. No. Most African countries are corrupt.
When we go back now to the same question I had asked, how was the life of living at home? Was it good? How did you go to school?
Personally or generally?
You in your family.
Okay.
Were your parents stable enough to take you to school? Did you get some issues with school fees, the feeding at home? How was the life of living?
Okay, while growing, being the first,
You are the first born?
Yes, being the first child.
How many kids are you?
We are 4. I'm the first among 4. And, there's this, how do I put it now? There's this constant act by parents. They tend to be strict on their firstborns, especially in Africa. And I must say, life wasn't rosy. I rose from, I would say, a poor background. There's nothing like middle class for me. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
If you don't have money, you are poor.
You just,
there's no middle.
For me, there's nothing like a middle class. So let me say I come from a poor background, but not as poor as sleeping outside or under the bridge, or we can't afford a meal. No, both parents were working. I think while growing, my father was a tailor, while mom was into business, selling provisions and things like that. So it wasn't so rosy, especially when I was growing. And there were times my father had to give me clothes to take to his customer's house, so the customers will pay me. You understand? When he finishes their clothes, and some of these customers treat me like, oh, you son of a tailor, come and help me do this before I give you. And how much were they talking? You understand? So there was this perception then that I am from a poor family. You understand that? So when we go to church or event, you see the class. You understand? My parents, we use buses. It's called Matatu here. Yeah, over there it's bus. We use buses, to wherever we're going. But I see my mates in their parents' cars, and
they have cars.
They have cars.
My doesn't have a car.
Yeah, but we go with public means, and So it wasn't rosy growing up. Yeah, it wasn't rosy, especially in a country where you fight hard.
Do you remember some of the schools when you went to primary? Primary, you went to which school?
Okay, I attended St. Michael Nursery and Primary School. From there, I went to Iju Grammar School. That was in Lagos State, Nigeria. Then,
secondary?
High school. Then I did diploma in communication, mass comm.
Kidogo, when you are in Nigeria, do you go until Form 4, then you go to campus? or you go to from 6 as we do?
Well,
then you go to campus?
I wouldn't understand the system here, really.
No, in Nigeria.
Yes, in Nigeria, I'll just let me give you the breakdown. The system there, which applies to Ghana, most West Africans, the curriculum after your primary six, primary school.
Oh, you stop at primary 6?
Yeah, hold on. Then you go to the secondary school. The secondary school comprises junior secondary 1, junior secondary 2, junior secondary 3. Then you write an exam for junior, it's called junior WAEC, okay? Yeah, like West African or junior certificate. Then you move to senior secondary 1, senior secondary 2, senior secondary 3. Then you write a senior secondary exam, certificate exam. So that's 6 years in the college, you understand? 5 years plus nursery, about 8 years in the primary, nursery and primary. Then
primary, they are 5, they are 6.
No, primary 1 to 5. No, 6. Primary 1 to 6. Yes, exempting the nursery now. You understand?
Yeah.
You're exempting the nursery. Then okay. So when you're done with high school, then you write an exam called the WAEC, or the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Exam. If you pass your exam based on the course you're going for, then there's another exam that will, edge you into the college, that's the university, the polytechnic, or the college of education. Yeah, it's called JAMB, okay, Joint Admissions Matriculation Board Exam. Or you just get a part-time, you do a diploma. For me, I did a JAMB a lot of times. Okay,
Why did you have to do it a lot of times?
No, just twice. I'm sorry. That was a slip of tongue. Not a lot of times.
Twice?
Twice. Okay. I seem to have come from my home where probably my father did not really appreciate, say education really. You understand? Maybe for me, I wouldn't know. I think his orientation changed.
By that time?
Yeah, by that time. His orientation changed.
Before we continue, let me first ask you, how old are you?
Well,
if you don't mind.
I do, but should I say? Yeah, of course.
I used to hear people saying, ladies do.
Yeah,
but
men, you've never had
men it's okay.
Okay.
Finding a lady who can tell you her age is very difficult. But guys, how old are you? I'm 30.
I'm 40. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. I'm 30.
Are you copying me what I said?
I'm not copying. I'm 30. Yeah.
You're 30, all right. Yeah. Let's continue. So you finished your exams. You did twice. Then you went to campus.
Of course. I had to write my West African Senior exams twice. The first school. The first exam, the result wasn't too good, so I tried the following year, which I cleared my papers. And I finished my senior high school as a science student, but I realized after leaving that phase, I realized my vision, my finesse was actually in the communication department. That's the art. So I
had to change.
Yeah, so I ought to have done. For my senior secondary 1, I ought to have, featured in the art class. You understand? But
when you did sciences, had you passed?
Yeah, I did. The first exam wasn't quite good. Not just me, because I finished from a government school where, due to fight and nonchalant attitudes of the students, the school was proscribed a bit, so we knew we were not going to pass our exams. We were just writing because our predecessors had done some things to some exam officials, and so it is school that has been proscribed. But because I didn't have a father who has mind to take me to private school, I just had to impute my head to still write exam then. Okay, that by the way, the following year I cleared my papers, excellently. I cleared my papers in the science field, and so I sought for admission. I wrote JAMB exam, that's exam to the university, and I passed Kidogo. I was to pick. Let me try to recall my first jam. Which course did I pick? I think these are stories of years ago, almost 15 years ago. Hey, Debbie, it's been long. It's been long. I remember that I passed, but there was no money to pursue the admission. But the following year, I had to do a polytechnic exam as well, which I passed, and this were just not coming in from the financial aspect from from my dad and stuff. So I just had to take the bull by the horn myself by getting a job after high school, and I
You're
was.
telling us you did kind of journalism?
Yes. So I did mass communication. Yeah. So after getting a job, I was working and I had to do part time just to fend for myself. So I had to do diploma in communication. That was at Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State, Nigeria. Then after that, I did my higher diploma from the same school. I came out with good results, and even with that, I could contest for election. You understand? Yeah. So, but I didn't stop there. I had to upgrade my higher diploma to a first degree. You understand? Which I did at Benin Republic, and but we are neighbors. We are neighboring countries, just like Kenya, Tanzania.
So you went to another country?
Yeah. For my
further-
first degree, then another country for my second degree.
Which country did you go for
Okay.
your first degree?
Yeah, that was in Benin Republic. Benin Republic is just a small country, neighboring country to Nigeria. Yeah, a French-speaking country as well, and of course it's just a stone throw. You understand? Yeah, it's just a stone throw. So I
And by then, which course were you taking?
still mass communication.
Oh, yeah.
It's just mass com all through. And of course, my focus was much on broadcasting rather. Yeah, and okay. Apart from my first degree, I also did professional courses. Yeah, in radio presentation, and I did professional courses in English phonology and phonetics, and which is what I actually use to earn a living, since 2005, over 15 years now, because after getting trained and certified, I had to start training people, training schools, training children, how, it helps us to speak English, properly, pronounce English words correctly. And I also did a professional course in that, and so I learned a lot of things while growing, not just school. No, I did, varying professional courses, and of course, I was all my schooling. I was working. Yeah, I was working, fending for myself, and as well, going to school. The last time I collected fees from my parents was maybe high school. Yeah, high school.
So during universities, you are doing all these courses, the degrees, you are then paying school fees for yourself.
Of course.
Okay, we want us to know, the person watching us now would like to know, which kind of work did you used to do by then?
I did a training in English phonetics and phonology, so even till now, I'm a speech consultant. I work with schools and colleges to take the orals of English as a freelance expert. Yeah, so I train their teachers, I train their pupils, I write textbooks, I do what's it called? Audio translation for authors. Okay, so if you have a book, you want to turn your book into an audio file, I can, voice your script for you. Yeah, and when it comes to voiceovers as well, I did a lot of that. I did jingles, I write scripts, I write jingles, I can sit down, write adverts, and turn it to a jingle. So, all these things I learned in school.
You know how to do the jingles?
I can write jingles for you now.
You write, then a person does.
No, we'll go to the studio, just give me the studio manager, I'll tell him what I want to do. I just need one or two characters depending on the product or the
Or a
service.
person voices.
Yeah, yes.
But
yeah.
you write.
I write, I voice as well.
You can voice.
Of course, I voice. I voiced
I
for
remember I used to
government.
voice also.
I voiced for some government schools in Lagos State, and I was paid. You understand? So
that's how you used to handle it then.
yeah.
I see. Now from there, I want us to go to ask you, which year and what time did you decide that I have now to start going abroad, and when did you start like traveling? Non-Disney countries around Nigeria, but going
outside Africa.
Yeah.
Africa. Abroad. Over there, when people say abroad, the notion is, oh, you're going to the US, Canada, or Russia. You understand? Well, even if as long as you step out of your country, you've gone abroad.
I leave my country.
Yeah.
I go to Kenya. I've gone abroad.
Of course.
I leave my country. I go to Uganda. I've gone abroad.
So when you're coming back, you bring something from abroad.
Good.
You understand? Even if you've got to a nearby country, there's this mentality about Africans. As long as you've traveled beyond the borders of the
Your
nation,
country.
they believe you've traveled abroad. So when you're coming back, you bring something good. Okay, back to your question. An average Nigerian youth dreams to travel abroad. Point of correction, an average African youth wishes to travel outside Africa. That's just the truth. Yeah, give an average African youth the opportunity to go outside Africa, he or she will share testimony in church because of, the kind of should I say, the kind of life we have here, the hardship here in Africa. You understand? You have talent, you have so many things, but no bursary, no one to support your dreams. Unlike when you're in the US, the UK, or Canada, you understand? All right, you have no access to mortgage, you have no access to loans here. I mean, life is hard. So
you find yourself
yeah. So my mind is not different. Everyone dreams to get to the greener pasture. Now, I've always had that dream. I tried Canada, it didn't work. I tried a lot of things, different countries. So I think I returned to Cote d'Ivoire in 2017, and
ever since you left Ivory Coast, you said you were born in Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Ever since you left that place, when you are 3 years, you are not gone back again.
No, I did, but I think still at a young age, maybe 12, 13 or thereabouts, But in 2017 now, I went there to probably get a job, you understand, to work or to extend the tentacles of my organization, because I've been running an education consult there in Nigeria since 2005. So I decided to go extend, I have a branch of it in Cote d'Ivoire as well as Ghana. So I was networking between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire because we're, neighbors, close neighbors, you get it. So in Cote d'Ivoire, I just got this opportunity by one of my pastors in church, right? Okay, the Chamber of Commerce, Business and Commerce for Kenya in association with China, giving opportunities to people to travel and of course to represent Cote d'Ivoire in China in case you have one or two business ideas. And so I put up a proposal and I got a visa. I had to return to Nigeria to tidy up one or two things financially. You understand? And
do you have money by then?
Yeah, I must say that.
You had money for the ticket, visa, everything?
Well, not everything because my family had to support. Yeah, my family.
Dad, huh?
Yeah. When I say my family, my dad, mom, yeah, they had to support me because of course, I was like, oh, me getting to Southeast Asia, which is China, was my first target. I would, with my versatility in English, I would be able to teach English there. And
So Chinese, they don't speak English?
they don't speak. It's when you hear Chinese speak English, you laugh.
They don't know.
Hey, you come, you go, you pay, you sit, you.
Come here and eat. No.
No, hey,
Yes.
Hey, you do this. Hey, you take. I pay. You pay me. You. They don't eat. Mandarin is their major language there. So
It's called what?
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yes, Mandarin.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Mandarin, and of course the Chinese speak Chinese, the Japanese speak Japanese, and I think that a little difference, kidogo, yeah, but Mandarin is the general language in Southeast
As we
Asia
have here, like Swahili.
in most East African countries.
Yeah.
Very good. So Mandarin is the major language there. So
So you are given this opportunity to go teach them English.
not actually to go teach them. I was going on a tourist visa, and I hoped that when I get there, I will get a job. Yeah, I don't, not to go teach English. Of course, you get there, you might apply for a job and you get. So my hope was, when I get to China, I just keep extending my, visa and things like that.
So let me ask, you were going to China under who?
Under who?
Who invited you to go to China?
Well, when you have a tourist visa, it's not necessary anyone invites you. That's one thing. Yeah, except you're going on work visa, that's when a company must have invited you. When you're going to get a tourist visa, you can decide to go because your documentation shows you're going on a tour. You get it? So my pastor in church linked me up with a Chinese then, whom we actually talked on phone, even on WhatsApp. He knows, I told him when I'll be arriving, and of course, when I get there, I would call him. I think he's a business associate with my pastor in Cote d'Ivoire. So,
are you the only person who was living from your church all there?
No. We were about three. In fact, there was a guy who left before me. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't go together.
No, we didn't go together.
Everyone was traveling.
On his own because visas didn't come at the same time.
I see.
Yeah. So.
So you are connected to this friend from your pastor.
Yes, a
became
support friends. And not really, but acquaintances. Yeah, acquaintances, and we talked not frequently, and of course I was getting him, relating with him. Oh, when I'll be coming in, this, that, and
So this person was the one to receive you.
Yes,
was the person you knew, the only person you knew in Kenya?
In China.
That's was the only person you knew in China?
Yeah. So, getting the visa, I had to just run around for one or two things, and to me, or to my family, wow, I was the first to travel out in my family, out of Africa.
You're feeling.
Yeah, firstborn, first to do this, first to do that. It's good. So, to my family, wow, what a major breakthrough, we felt. Yeah, we felt what
You don't fly.
Yeah, no, I've always flown. I told you I work with schools, colleges, so as a matter of fact, even back there in Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, I was being invited by big schools to come train their teachers on diction, we call it diction, right pronunciation of words, and the right application of intonation and emphasis when you speak English. So schools in Nigeria, Nigeria is rich. Yeah, you just need connection. Schools invite me to other states and they pay for my ticket. So I've always flown on air. Yeah, I've been traveling.
But the different thing here was like you're going to move outside of.
Yes, I was crossing the Red Sea. Out of Africa, crossing the Red Sea, like going on air, sitting in the airplane for like 13 or 20 something hours. You understand? So, I've always traveled, so flying was not a big deal. Yeah.
Now you've gotten the visa,
Okay.
everything which is required.
Yeah.
When did you travel?
Okay, I left Africa from Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. The date I can actually recall, but that was in August 2017. Yeah.
How did you feel? How was the excitement?
Ah, well, if traveling abroad was like it's a sure thing that you've escaped. It was like wow, I've escaped poverty in Africa. You know, even when you don't know what's awaiting there, you understand?
You're excited.
Yeah, you're so
You'll
excited.
never laugh again.
Yeah.
You just see money.
You just see money and
Money, I'm going to start earning.
everything is coming to be, and fine. I'll be flying international class, and of course, I'll now be among the whites. I'll be among the whites, and I'll take pictures with the whites. First time traveling out there, it's there's this
You've gone in
curiosity.
another class.
Yeah, like it's another world. So I like some people I told, back home that I'll be traveling, I'm going, and like
Never come back.
There was this feeling, even though some were not happy, but everyone will pretend.
Of course.
Everyone-
you are going. Oh, praise God.
Which is
God has helped you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
But inside, when a person is not happy for you.
Of course,
That's
it happens. So, of course, leaving Africa, going to the Southeastern Asian shores to seek greener pasture, it wasn't a bad thing. Of course, it's actually a place to do business. So, the idea of going to China to do business or teach isn't bad before the COVID. So, I really felt great while leaving.
Oh, that was before COVID?
Yeah, 2017.
Oh, of course I remember.
Yeah.
COVID started from there.
2020. Yeah,
I see.
that is the epitome.
By then you had already left
I'd
China.
left. I'd left.
God help you. You were to die from there. Because people died like nothing.
I had left anyways, and
Right.
so it was every day my family, including younger ones, had to accustom me to the airport and taking pictures like, oh, when are we gonna see again?
My firstborn is going.
It's going, and the excitement, everyone trying to take pictures at the
money.
airport, live at the airport. Of course, I have some of my siblings who have not been to the airport before.
True.
So it was me traveling that brought them to the airport. And
you're the firstborn.
yeah.
So it was a blessing.
yeah. So I flew and just like, of course, for me, leaving my parents, because I left my parents since age 19. So I think I was traveling at age 27 or thereabout, 25 or thereabout. So it wasn't a big deal staying alone or wherever. So mom, there was this kind of look on their face like, when are we going to see this guy again? Blah, 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 blah. Which is another reason I will never want to depart, which I don't think it will ever happen again. Like if you know you're so much loved by mom or dad or whatever, and you're going on a long journey, for me, I advise guys, don't go with them to the airport. You understand?
They cry.
Yeah,
They
and
feel bad.
sometimes these things work against you.
It's too emotional.
Yeah, it works against you. Fine, they love you, but this feeling of I don't wish he's leaving, blah blah blah
I wish
blah, all
he-
because they love you might actually work against you. Yeah, I'm a living testimony. I thank God. Yeah, fine, finance went down the drain, but I still thank God. So I hopped on my clearance was fast at the airport because you're in Nigeria.
What
You
time
need to
did you
understand.
reach? What time was the plane had to depart?
Yes, that was on the Sunday afternoon. My flight was for 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon.
So you reached at what time?
On Monday, the following day, in the morning, around 10 a.m.
No, coming for at the airport. You came at what time?
Oh yeah, you mean for departure?
Yeah, for the
Yes,
passion.
because I remember I went to church to stay. I play keyboard, I play the piano in church, so I still went to church on that day to play and bid goodbye. You know,
Oh, you know
I
how to
was
play piano?
yeah, I
Oh,
play
yeah.
the piano, and so I left. I was like 30 minutes behind the departure time, but because I had one or two senior officers at the airport, so my clearance was smooth, free. With of course, you need to wet the hands, so you know to avoid delays. Yeah, it's just a practice in many African countries.
I understand.
Yeah, so my clearance, everything was done by top officials, and I was there. I was like, wow, wow,
One
wow.
came, departed.
1 p.m. we flew, and we went to Addis Ababa. Yeah, we had a stopover at Addis Ababa. That was around 8 p.m. at night. Imagine we left. You know, it's not instant as soon as you board that the plane takes off. No, everything needs to be checked here and there. So let's assume we left at 1:45, and we got to my first stopover was at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa International Airport.
At 8?
That's 8 p.m. Yeah. Of course, that was like 7 hours journey from Lagos, and of course the journey that was the longest ever journey
You've ever.
on air. Yes, so of course, you know, I knew how much I paid, so everything I was being sold I ate without considering if I was going to get you know, I was gonna be, you know, choked or having stomach issues. But I knew how it took us to cough out about, you know, almost 400,000 of the Nigerian currency then, which when you convert, that was about 150 Kenyan shillings. It's not a peanut. Senior. Yeah. So everything being saved, I ordered for. Let me have it. It's my money. Yeah, I paid for it.
Wow.
You know.
You're ordering for everything.
Everything. I paid for it. It's executive, you know. You know we are going Ethiopian airline. So everything being said, and I got some dishes that I'd never seen in my life. I ate them.
Do you remember some dishes you tasted?
There was this thing, sometimes it can be local. I've flown in different places to different countries, but I may not know the name, but it looks like green beans. One looks like red beans, these different things with carrots.
Do I like stew or
No,
snacks?
not stew, like fried rice with all the spices, you understand? But before then, we served you know, the coffee, you want juice, you want Nescafe, you want this or whatever with snacks.
The coffee you served there, is it different from the coffee we take here or?
Yeah, in Kenya?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't know. I can't say that. Of course, there will be difference. Yeah, there will be difference. That's an international flight, so, and it's an Ethiopian company, not Kenyan. You get it? So there will be a difference.
Do you happen to eat like some local foods?
On air? No, you don't.
Hakuna?
No.
Hakuna wagwashe.
Hakuna ugali.
Hakuna ugali, hakuna skuma.
Hakuna skuma. Well, maybe they have another name for their skuma or whatever. Of course, we eat veggies and.
Matoke?
Oh no, come on, don't go there.
Hakuna matoke.
Hakuna.
All right.
So it's well, the first stopover was at Ethiopia, and we had to wait for about 3 or 4 hours at Ethiopia before we had to join another flight to Guangzhou, China. So while at Ethiopia, I was like, wow, Ethiopia is a nice place. They've got a beautiful airport compared to the one I saw in Lagos, Nigeria. I was like, wow. Now, I need to point out, Debbie, I used to be scared of using the elevator. You understand? But because
There's someone I took there. Was like, no.
I'm not ashamed to say because this was my past.
I can't even.
This was my I'm talking about 2017, 2015. Even the first time I was to use the elevator in one of the cinemas or Galleria in Lagos, I had to, when I saw people going, I had to ask for where the staircase was.
You are better.
Yeah.
Let me tell you my story. Me, I started using the elevators when I came to Kenya.
Oh.
Through all when I was in my country, I never used them. In fact, I never saw them.
I saw, we have them, a lot of them in Lagos, okay? Yeah, we have a lot of them, but
me, I think we had them, but I was not exposed.
Yeah. I was, but I would rather look for a staircase to use than. But you see, at Lagos Airport, maybe due to electricity issues, probably it wasn't functioning. Yeah,
but it was there.
It's there. Not even worse, it is there till now. But you see, getting to Ethiopia, my dear, you can't escape it.
For real.
You can't escape it.
It is the only way.
That's the only way. So I have to learn
to use it by all.
To use it by
But you had never used it.
I'd never used it until I got to Ethiopia. I was coming across it in Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, but I would look for alternative.
I see.
Yes, because I've seen people fall off in my presence.
I see.
You understand?
I was telling you that it's a lady I took somewhere. He's a close friend of mine. Then I was telling her that, you have to learn how to use it.
Yeah.
Meow, fall down. Meow, I feel a lot of headache whenever I use it. So I cannot.
Okay.
I told her, you are failing to learn just here with me. One day, you go somewhere when it is, you don't have even any option to take.
You don't.
What will you do? So whenever you get a chance of learning a new thing, kindly use it.
Of course.
Please continue.
Of course. Okay, I think we need to create a clear view or difference between the elevator and the lift now. You understand? Yeah, the elevator and the lift. I think the lift is what I'm talking about now.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that looks like that you find in shopping malls and things like that. Yeah, just takes you up or you slide down. I think that's the lift. If I'm not confusing, then the elevator, of course, it's like a qubit. You go in, maybe you're going to the 5th or the 20th floor.
That is the lift.
Are you sure?
That is the lift. Now the elevator, those
Okay.
are the stairs which move.
Oh, fine. So, the elevator, you can't avoid it at Addis Ababa Airport. You must use it.
By all means.
By all means. There's no way you can. As you're going to this boarding room, you're going to this waiting hall, you just have to use it. So I didn't want people to know it was my first time. So I just had to comport myself, And, I dressed like I was going to Yankee. Traveling abroad for the first time. I remember...
You don't know some of the things.
Pardon?
You're traveling abroad for the first time.
For the first time.
You don't know some of the things.
Of course. I think I was wearing about 3 or 4 suits. Because, I didn't want my luggage to read beyond my specified... there's this...
I see.
There's a specification you're given. I think I had 64 kg. Yes, my luggage should not exceed that. And, of course, Mom packed a lot of local food for me.
Oh,
Gari.
You went with local foods.
Chili, crayfish.
By the way, do you have matoke in your country?
What is matoke in Kenya?
Matoke.
Yeah.
Banana.
If you need a good
This
banana,
green
if you
bananas,
need that,
fruit
the home for that, come to Cameroon, come to Cote d'Ivoire, come to Nigeria. We'll give you better ones, not just they're there, better ones compared to what you have in East Africa.
In Uganda, we have.
No, I've not been to Uganda, but maybe you take me there.
Yeah. Take you there.
So I wouldn't know how good those ones are, but if you're looking for real plantains, Nigeria, Cameroon, that's where you find them.
So your mother packed for you, guache, packed for you local food.
Local foods. There's something called gari, cassava grain, and
you have to eat.
So many things. I had to just go with local food, and so I had to, in order to save the space in the bag, I had to wear about 4 jacket suits on me. Yeah, so that by the time you're changing in, you're being inspected by the machine. I had to put everything, remove your belt, remove the shoes, your wristwatch.
How many clothes were you removing? Were they telling you to remove all the clothes?
No. You just have to, if anything iron is on you, you may not be able to go through the the machine that detects. You
You have to
understand?
remove it
So you have
first.
to just get rid of all these things. And so dressing up was a big issue to meet up. So back to Addis Ababa, it was nice, and you had to join the queue for Guangzhou. Now the journey to Guangzhou began. Of course, I was traveling on my Ivory Coast passport. Yeah, I use that often. So I was like, when are we gonna land? When are we gonna land? When are we arriving in this country? Because we left Ethiopia at about 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. their local time. So we're told it's a 13 or 14 hour journey. Wow. And I was like, it's not, we'll soon be there. Being my first time, the excitement will not allow you to sleep. But those who have been no sleeping. You have to look everywhere. You have to look everywhere, check everywhere. I think my second flight from Ethiopia to Guangzhou, China, I was by the window side and I sat close to some Brazilians, because they were speaking Portuguese. I'm Angolan. They were coming from Angola. We met. You see, when you're traveling internationally like that, your first stopover, your friends, everyone might go different ways. Your friend, because our friends, we left Lagos together, we were just coming to Kenya. So by the time we got to Ethiopia, we had to disperse and, so I had to get new friends from Ethiopia to Guangzhou, and, the feeling was like, then I was not sitting beside someone who understands my language. So now it's entirely new people. The flight from Lagos, Malaysia, at Addis Ababa. Now you're joining international passengers. So I was like, okay, no one to talk to, no one to ask questions, you understand? And of course, there were blacks on board, but going to strangers to ask if they were my people or not sounds somehow offending.
So what time did you
arrive there? We arrived there at about 12 in the afternoon. Yeah, we left Ethiopia at night. We got there about 12 in the afternoon. And welcome to China.
Welcome to China.
Yeah, welcome to China. At Guangzhou, off we landed, and I got my luggage. Only for me to get there, I called the number I was given, switched off.
Hey.
And
so
I didn't know anyone in China.
Wait. The person who had to pick you at the airport, the only one person you knew,
yes,
had switched off the phone.
Let me say yes. The phone was switched off. Be it deliberate or not, I wouldn't know. So
no one to consult.
It was difficult because it was my first time. And 99% of faces I was seeing there were this, smallish looking Chinese, and, they have these feelings about you blacks that, you're probably there to spoil their country, or to, you have an evil agenda. So sometimes you try to talk to somebody, they don't understand you. So they try to move away. They don't even want to talk to you, but they do not even understand what you're saying. You understand? They don't speak English.
Stranded.
Yeah. So but thank God I had, I had made one or two research via Facebook on where the African market is. So I had to just I had to use direction. I could not speak English to them because they don't understand.
Most of them, they don't.
Many of them. So even the bus, wherever at the Guangzhou airport, I don't even know the direction. Maybe to take bus A or bus 12A or 12C. You don't even know where you're going. So I just took the risk that, okay, let me join this bus coming. Wherever it takes me to, I'll ask. On our way going, I bought a ticket. I was like, me going?
Had you already exchanged the money?
No, I think I had dollars on me. Yes, I had dollars.
They do use dollars?
No, they use the Chinese yuan. Yeah, the Chinese yuan. But I think I changed $100 at the airport. Yeah, to have the Chinese yuan on me. So I just felt I'm going to meet a black man. This is China. I know. I'm going to meet a black man.
Any black man I meet.
Any black man I meet, be it French speaking or English speaking, I was just praying to go to meet a black man.
Any person who has black skin.
Like your skin. Even your skin, you're a black man.
Yeah.
So I was praying to just meet someone, and I was very lucky because the first bus I took.
Before even going there, how did you decide that I have to take this bus or this one which is coming this side? You know, there are very many buses. Some are going this side, some are going this side.
Yeah.
So how did you decide that, no, let me take the one which is going this side?
I tried to ask these Chinese drivers at the airport, and one of them was like, they were speaking Chinese. You go, no, go, you go. Right? So
you go.
You go. Yeah, you go.
Go there.
And they don't speak like that. You're speaking
just
British
go.
English. They just you go. That's what they just know.
So you saw where they are pointing.
Yeah.
Then you went.
Of course. And another thing is this: you need to be bold. If you're not bold and courageous, just remain in your country. You understand? I always tell people, there's nowhere I go, I will survive. I've been to places. So the boldness is just there that, okay, fine, I'm not going to get lost. I'm not going to die here. I know I'm just positive that I'm going to meet someone who's going to help me. So the first bus I took, everyone was alighting at their stage, their bus stops, you understand? And it remained about 3 passengers. But I was scared I not being scared, but I just could not approach 1 or 2 persons, you understand? Luckily, from behind, I saw someone stood up, and behold, it was a light African. I said, you get away.
Is my God.
Guess what? He's an Igbo man from Nigeria. All the way from Togo to do business in China. A young guy. I was like, excuse me, bro. You don't do yourself, bro. Lagos guy. So I was like, hey, excuse me, bro. It's my first time in China, and I'm stranded. I was like, hey, I said the person to pick me up switched over. Like, what? You know what? We are going to stop at this stage before we go to where Africans are. Okay? I will connect you to Africans and blah 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 blah. This guy was.
There is a specific place where Africans are located.
Yes.
Not
Guangzhou.
everywhere.
Not everywhere in Guangzhou. Not everywhere. So, where we have majority of blacks, black dominated community in Guangzhou, China. So this guy was an Igbo guy, like, hey, nah, man, how far now? Hey, like, I was not speaking the Nigerian language, and the guy like, don't worry, but he's a cool guy. And so not a Ras Igbo guy, a cool guy. And I can't even recall the name. I think Tony, because we didn't still lodge in the same hotel. But so we stopped at the bus stop, and we walked. I was telling me about China. He has been coming to China, not the first time. So he was telling me, how life is. And so we waited, joined another bus, and we left. So around 5 or 4 in the evening, we got to the place where the real blacks are, where I was in Yoruba. In Nigeria, we have the Yorubas, the Igbos. Outsiders don't travel. Those are the Northerners, and they don't really travel. That's just the truth. So, the first thing, as soon as he took me to one Nigerian guy, your brother, just new in China, and to hustle, blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, welcome to China. Okay, you are a Yoruba guy. I'll take you to one Yoruba guy who has a barber shop. But before then, let's go and eat. So they took me to an African restaurant. They kept my bag somewhere.
You found some food from Nigeria?
I told you.
It's there.
They paid for it. You understand? They booked a hotel for me. I mean, those guys really tried for me.
Yeah.
You see, people say, oh, there's this tribe, they say, oh, they are not nice people. Igbos are nice people. Okay, the Igbos from Nigeria, if you meet them outside, they are nice people. The ones I met in China, yeah, Igbo, yeah, so they are nice people. These guys took me to the African restaurant, gave me nice, and I saw a lot of Nigerians, Congolese, Ghanaians in this African restaurant, and they gave me, there's something called eba. Eba.
Ebani, Ghani.
No, Ghani wapi. Eba is cassava grain, cooked. You understand? With vegetables and okra and everything. So I was like, wow, let me even eat first. It's a long journey. You get it? So I ate and they booked the hotel for me. The guys all paid. So, in fact, we slept in the same hotel and they gave me an orientation. This is China. You need to behave yourself because the police everywhere is secured. Yeah, you need to behave yourself and we are going to introduce you to the Nigerian community. You understand? Even though I was traveling on an Ivory Coast passport, but they know I'm their brother. But you don't behave yourself. So my first night hotel was free. So
you've reached. The Bab guy has switched off the phone. You've gotten some people have helped you.
Yeah.
How did you manage the life in China?
Yeah.
Did you do some work?
Of course, I learned barbing before traveling, and it's a skill So I went with my barbing equipment.
How did you get that kind of job?
Of course, you just go around, talk to your African guys, and they talk to you. Okay, you go there. There's an African guy there. He does this. Or go to this hotel. The African guys here.
So you started looking for that job.
Yeah, I worked in an African restaurant, serving or welcoming customers. The restaurant was owned by an Igbo man from Nigeria who was married to a Chinese. Even the guy who gave me food the first night and paid for my hotel is an Igbo guy married to a Chinese. So he has a family. A lot of them have families there already. You get it? They already have families there. And
so you started working as a waiter?
Yeah, I worked as a waiter. From there, I was being paid, I think, 100 yuan per day. And
let me ask, the 100 yens per day, how much is that in a Kenyan currency?
Then, okay, let me start then. I think a yen was 45, let's say 15 naira. So that's 50 naira times 100. That's 50. That's 5,000 naira. So 5,000 naira then was 1,005 Kenyan shillings.
1,005
Kenyan shillings. So that means I was earning about 1,005 Kenyan shillings as a waiter per day then. You understand? Yeah, but you see, you might feel it's big money or something. It's not big because if I actually want to eat, I must have 150.
150, it was a monthly salary.
If I wanted to eat an African food, then beans, plantain, and the rest of them, that's I must have 2,000 Kenyan shillings.
Really?
For one meal.
Just
one.
Expensive.
I tell you. So,
okay.
Yeah. And of course we paid that same amount for our hotel bill per day.
2,500.
Yeah. 2,000 by 1,500 or 2,000 Kenyan shillings per night.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. Of which if
And you're staying in the hotel?
Yeah. And the hotel is, you're not the only one. It's about 3 of you in a big room. Yeah. So you share the bill.
I see.
You share the bill. Yes, they deal with you individually. You have your own key, everyone. And that was the first place I saw an automated door. I own a key. Just put your card. There's something like a business card I have. So I just put my card, pew, it opens. You understand? And when your money expires, you put it, it will open. They've shut it right from the reception. So I own a key, you don't open with key, just with your card, it opens automatically. Those guys are just,
we have them in Kenya. So, whichever, after doing the waitress work. Which
Yeah.
other work did you do?
Yes, I also worked as a barber. Yes, I helped a guy who actually spoke my language. We come from the same place in Nigeria, and I helped him work, like give haircuts to customers.
You used to cut people's hair.
Yes, yes,
Men,
yes,
eh?
yes. So he has a shop, but he could not. I was hoping he would accommodate me in his house, but he didn't have documents, so he was scared. So
Yeah.
I was scared, and I just had to. I met a lot of Nigerians there and Congolese. I think I met a Kenyan there, but that was in Malaysia, not in China. So I did a barbering job, and at the time I was not going to the shop, so I was not going from one hotel room to the other looking for Africans. I had to print out. In fact, it was I had to go to business center, put my number, call for a barber, home service or room service or barber. I had to put my Chinese
So
number.
you're not working like you used to work at his shop. So you used to move.
Yes, sometimes I come to the shop.
Cutting hair
Sometimes
in different rooms.
yes, in different hotel rooms for Africans.
Even houses.
No. I wasn't going to houses because I did not understand Mandarin.
You're by
Yeah, so dealing with Africans in the hotel rooms.
cutting their hair.
Yeah, cutting
How
their
much were they paying like?
25 yen or 30 yen for shaving, 15 yen for haircut, 25, 30. Yeah, 25, 30.
I see.
Yeah.
Life was moving like that. So, when did you decide, or how did you decide that now I'm leaving, going back home? Life has failed.
Well, for me,
Or to your own perspective, life was going on well.
yeah, life. Okay, while I was there, I went on a tourist visa, so my first stay should be 30 days. So after 30 days, you exit China.
So, when and how did you decide that I have to go back home?
Okay, when my visa was about 28 days, I decided to make an exit. Yeah, based on the immigration law, if at all you're coming back to the country, you go renew. So I had to make an exit to Singapore. I attempted Singapore, it didn't work out, so I had to change en route to Malaysia. Yeah, I got into Malaysia, and I tried renewing the visa, but some things came up. I could not achieve that, so I just felt like, okay, if I just didn't have this mind, I wasn't deeply courageous to stay illegally, especially with the stories I heard in Malaysia and how hostile, the Asians can be sometimes with the black. So I decided to, let me just toe in the path of honor and then come back home. So I had to return to Africa, and because the notion was I was going to get a teaching job via connections. I did not, and I tried myself. It wasn't working out, and I just had to come back home and respect myself.
Did you try to look for that kind of a job that you had wanted before, teaching job?
Yes, I did. But I noticed over there they seem to give preference to people with American US passports or the UK passports and the rest of them. Then, if I told I was still like 6, 9 months or a year there, it would have probably worked. But, I think I made a mistake going out. Should I say I was too fearful? Yesterday, probably I could have okay, fine. It's breaking the immigration law isn't a new thing in any country, but it's just like paying a fine or something. Do you understand? But I was just too scared. I had to leave. So leaving, I lost some contact. So coming back to China was a bit difficult. So from Malaysia, I couldn't come back. Even in Malaysia as well, I didn't get the job of my dream, and the blacks I met there too were like some were shady deals, which I would not venture into. The truth is, I was not ready to do anything illegal, so I just had to come back. Yeah, I decided to come back and just mind my business here in Africa. Africa is for Africans, and I can make it in Africa. So I had to come back, and after a while, okay, yes, I returned and I landed not Ivory Coast now, back to Nigeria, then continue with my business. Of course, I didn't shut down even when I traveled. I run a concert, I had people working in my organization. So when I came back as well, I just had to pick up from there. So when it's a lesson. You don't, because you're leaving home, the farther you're crossing the bridge does not mean you burn down the bridge, because you don't also, you might need that bridge. So I came back since I had a business running, and I just had to pick up my business, find the money I spent.
When you came back in Nigeria?
Yes, I landed in at Lagos. I landed in Lagos, Nigeria. Of course, that was where I had more of my business operating from. Annexes were just in Accra, Abidjan. So I had to land there. Of course, my parents were there as well. So I had to just come and fine. It wasn't a good or sweet experience coming back without fulfilling your purpose. But it's better you come back
without
alive.
getting money.
Yeah, but it's better you come back alive.
Yeah,
it's better to be alive. Yeah. So, and I think after 3 or 4 years, then I decided to just let me move to. Like I said, I've tasted a lot of racism in China, in Malaysia, Cambodia. I visited Cambodia, Singapore as well, and since then I seem not to have the curiosity for stay living among these so-called whites. I just believe I can stand some bullying that they dish out to Africans out there. So I feel, since I have something.
In particular, can you tell us exactly what did they do? Like, you meet a white person. How do they treat us? Or how were you treated?
Okay, yes. I think my experience in Singapore was just if you don't have sufficient BTA as an African, like $1,005 or so,
you're nothing.
Yeah, you're nothing. You're not given access to some places, or even access to go beyond the airport. Yeah, I had the experience. In Malaysia, the thing is, you'll find it difficult to renew your visa, especially if you're from West Africa. You might find it difficult renewing your visa.
Though you have money.
You mean over there?
Though you have money, it is difficult to renew?
No, it is. They may, even with your money, they may not renew for you.
Because you are broke.
Yes, they may not, because the truth is, they actually don't want you guys to live among them.
Oh, I
because
see. They want you to go back.
Yeah, they want you to go back, because except you're on student visa.
I see.
Or you're on work visa. But if you're on tourist visa, they expect you come on tour and go back. You get it? Yeah, so if you're trying to renew.
Yeah, they think you want to stay there.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah, something like that.
They don't want to work with you guys.
They just make it life difficult. You understand?
What do you think made you to fail, like getting a job which you wanted, securing a job of education, teaching in China? Was it because there
was no connection? The necessary connection I hoped in didn't come through. You understand? So, and in every stage in life, there are places you don't get to until you have someone to take you there. You understand? Yeah.
But did you try to look for that job in schools, or
no?
You didn't get any connection.
No connection. No connection. There was no connection, and apart from that, you see, the white man's land is there. It's not like the black. You can do anyhow in a black man's country. It's your country. You understand? Whether you're from Ghana, you're from Rwanda or Uganda, you live in Kenya, you're a black man. You're a black man. You understand? We see ourselves as one. You understand? There's this unity and confidence you have that I'm in my continent. Do you understand? But over there, you can be
moving somewhere.
You can. Yeah, difficult. You understand? The way they look at you. I mean,
Who are you?
You understand?
What are you speaking?
So it's not really easy like that. So for me, I just felt, let me go back home and, you know, so life continues. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you left. You came back. So when you came back, like you went back to Nigeria, you settled like for 4 years. Then you decided to come in Kenya.
Yeah.
What specifically brought you in Kenya?
Well, friends, I would say friends. I had friends and colleagues or associates in same field, and I'm okay. Let me just sell myself. I'm a speech therapist. I help children who have a speech disorder. I also train people to use the right diction. Yeah, so I have colleagues whom we're connected virtually or online who made me understand that this is a market that would really sell in this part of Africa.
I can hear you the way how you speak. Oh, shit, this.
So I just got that contact and felt okay. Then for me, I seem to enjoy traveling. I just don't like staying around where I've grown up. People just, you get married there, you went to school there, you get married there. So I just had this belief that okay, I need to relocate and have a taste of how it is over there, or even have my children there, get married there, settle there. You understand? So I love traveling. Yeah, that's just the truth. I love traveling.
So
if I have the money,
Kenya.
I'll travel. So I came to Kenya, and of course I've always touched ground in Kenya even before now, but like I'm really relocating to Kenya this time around. Yeah, that was I think 2021.
So you had some friends who connected you to Kenya. You begin working.
No, they are Kenyans who are my friends. I've been friends with Kenyans. You know, we are just Africans, so we connect easily. Yeah. So
let me ask you something personal. Are you married? Because you've talked something that I would love even to go there. Maybe I give my babies, I make a family from there.
Okay, well, I'm not married.
Not yet?
Yes, not yet.
What are you waiting for?
Ah.
You can't see ladies there. Kenyan ladies, they're so beautiful.
Well, I won't dispute that. Well, I just believe in timing. Yeah, there's always a good time for everything. So at the right time, it will happen. Yeah,
it's not yet right time for you.
Only God knows. So
ladies are there waiting for men, and you are saying not yet. Okay, let's wait for God's timing. Yeah. Anyway, now I want to ask you maybe the last question. What are you doing right now in Kenya specifically?
Okay, I work with I've worked and I still work as a freelance with some NGOs who are into environment and tree planting. Yes, like EWAC company at Thika. I volunteer. Yeah, I volunteer for. We want to have a green environment in Kenya and even in Africa in general. So I've volunteered with some literacy organizations as well to enable children in the rural areas to give them access to literacy. And I also do homeschooling. I help children and adults read, speak, and write English fluently. I also teach French. Yeah, I teach French. Yeah, basic and intermediate level to children or adults. You understand? So, and of course, not forgetting I still have my barbing skills. So I am loaded. So yeah, I'm loaded. I play the instrument. So majorly, I have passion for literacy in Africa, for the African child. So I want to. My dream is to ensure that every child in Kenya has access to literacy, can read, can read and speak good English that will match up with an international level. You understand?
The way how you're speaking.
Yeah. Or better than the way I am right now. You understand? So my aim is for the younger generation to have, a good access to education, especially in the aspect of literacy. Literacy for every African child. That's my aim. That's my campaign. You understand? So, and that's what I'm working on with one or two NGOs and.
You have an organization?
Yes, yeah. I work as a freelance with NGOs. I work in collaboration with, people who have passion for children.
All right, you are there, you're a parent, you have a kid, age?
I'm from age 4 above.
You have a kid of like 4 years and above. You want your baby to start speaking good English. Kindly, you contact him. Can teach your baby how to speak very well, how to read very well. Because you can't it's too difficult to start reading without knowing how to speak very well. So teaches your baby how to speak, how to read, and spellings as well. You can contact him, he can do the necessary. Is it possible to give out your number? Maybe a person can be willing to give you a kid. You've told me you do homeschooling.
Yes.
You go to different
homes. Yes.
You teach a specific baby.
Yes.
You can be having
even adult children.
Even adult.
Yeah.
Like a person who never went to school, doesn't know how to speak English.
Yeah.
Wants to
at any age
improve.
There's no
you
problem.
can help.
Yes.
So if I told you you've never gone to school, you want to start speaking English, even to write it, learn how to everything, reading, you can contact him. He's going to give us his personal number.
Okay.
You can read it. If at all a person is there, can he maybe contact you?
Yes. Okay. On my Kenyan line, you can reach me on 070-713-4187.
Oh, you're very sweet. Can you
increase? 070 713 4187.
87. We shall also put it on a screen if you want. Or you're interested.
For call or WhatsApp, you can reach me.
It is the same.
Yeah.
You can reach him. I've been Debbie, your host. We are going to meet again another time with another story from another person. What have you learned from this story? 1, when you decide to go abroad, don't be so much excited that when I reach there, everything will go very well. There's a possibility of coming back with 0. And yet you put in a lot of money. But another side, God can help you. Yeah. You do something. He went, a person who received him, who was supposed to receive him, just even switched off the phone, didn't even want to know. That's where he began suffering. He did nothing. So, be with that. Do you have anything?
Okay, my part in short, I will always advise young people who are seeking greener pastures. If at all you wish, I won't advise you not to go, but if at all you wish to go, please ensure you have necessary arrangements done. Have someone waiting, not just have someone waiting. And I would not advise you to go on a tourist visa thinking you get a job. No, it's either you go on student visa or on a business visa, on a work visa. Okay, and African is for Africans, like the president of Rwanda said some weeks ago. I think for me, I decided to stay in Africa to develop Africa. You understand? I'm not eager to go to Middle East or Europe or America. No, maybe my kids, but for now, I'm just so peaceful here in Africa, and I'm ready to work here as an African.
A lot of people struggle and suffer a lot from those countries.
Yeah, so I'm ready to impact my generation here in Africa. I'm a black man, and I'm proud to impact the black man here in the black man's land. I'm proud to be an African. So, but in case you wish to go there, make sure you have the necessary arrangement, and do not burn the bridge because you're crossing the bridge. You can never tell. Thank you.
I say thank you so much for honoring our request to come to our studios.
It's a pleasure.
My name is Debbie. You have been watching The Journey of Life. We shall continue from there. I request, if at all you have any story which can encourage someone, you are going through somewhere in a situation, kindly feel free to contact us. My number is on the screen. Bye.